Alright, so if you're here, thank you for coming back to We Are the Militia. Uh, this is the first time we've ever done 2 videos in one day, so what's the topic of the second video? This second video's topic is China. Hong Kong specifically. Let's talk about what's going on there. These are people who have never really known freedom, to be 100% honest. That's a fact. They've been controlled by the British for a long time. So they've never really known freedom. The fact remains, right now in the UK, they're talking about banning knives. For hell's sake. Banning knives. Knives. Because God forbid you have a steak in the UK. Anyway, point being, these people in China, they're wanting freedom, and they've never really had it. They had more freedom under the British than they would going back to the Chinese. That is a fact. There's no debating that. Legit, that is a fact. But these are people who they've been oppressed. They've been oppressed for centuries. And you, right there, sitting at home, you've been, I don't know, whatever you've been doing. Driving around your SUV, playing golf, playing tennis, going to the laser tag court, playing paintball, playing video games, just going about your everyday, going back and forth to work. It doesn't matter what you were doing. The fact is, while you were doing that, they were being oppressed. That's a fact. And they're human beings. They don't deserve that. No one deserves to be oppressed. They deserve the same freedoms that you and I enjoy. Hell, that I won't say I, but that some of you take for granted. They're just men and women trying to go about their daily lives, just trying to do what they need to do to get ahead. But that's much easier said than done over there than it is here in the United States of America, the flag they fly to represent their freedom. You don't get how good you have it here. They're limited to how many children they can have. You take abortion like it's cotton candy. It should be a right. It's a given. It's just something I should have. No. If you were limited to how many children you could have, if you were punished because you had too many children, it would be a different story. This is something that people in China have had to deal with. Maybe not the people in Hong Kong because of British rule for so long, but the fact doesn't change. It's time to stop using abortion like it's oops, I messed up, let me fix it, and kill someone. These people want freedom. They want to be able to say what they want to say. They want to be able to do what they want to do. They want to be able to have freedom of the press. They want to be able to have freedom of religion. They want to be able to have the right to defend themselves against a totalitarian government. You know, like they're doing right now, but they're not allowed to own guns, so what do? They peacefully protest, and they die. They die. They don't have to. They don't have to die. Do you know why they die? Because they are brave. And they are strong. And they're not allowed to own guns, but they don't care. They still, because they are brave and they are strong, they stand in the face of a government. Because they are brave and they are strong. Hong Kong, I love you. I love the shit out of you right now. You make me wish I could put boots on the ground for you, because you are fighting despite the fact that you really have no physical way to fight. You are fighting through your words to try and make change. And that, my friends, is respectable. That is the most respectable thing on this planet. Given the current period of time we're in right now, there is nowhere that we need to stand more strongly than with Hong Kong. Because they are brave. They're not allowed to own firearms, but they are not going to be silenced. And despite, this is public knowledge, there are clips of people being shot in the chest by the police for protesting. These people, these amazing, fantastic people are brave. And they fly our flag to represent freedom. And we would be remiss, hell, we would be damn near criminally intent if we did not provide aid. President Trump, I'm talking to you. I respect you, sir. I respect every president of these United States. I swore an oath to the Constitution, and I damn near plan to stand by it. You, sir, need to provide them with aid. And I know I'm but one voice, but maybe one voice can spark more. Until the Chinese in Hong Kong have their freedom, I will never stop asking. Because they deserve it. Just like everybody in every country around the world deserves freedom. And they fly our flag. Our flag. Because they know we are the last bastion of freedom in the world. They know that. And they fly our flag. If we ignore that, if we ignore their requests, Mr. President, sir, then we are no better than any other country on the face of the earth. If we can go ahead and just downright ignore those who are asking for freedom. I understand our interest in the Middle East. I understand why we're over there, and that's all well and good. But these are different situations. These are people who are asking for our help, asking to have the freedom that we enjoy. And if we ignore them, I'm not an expert on foreign policy. I understand foreign policy is a complicated issue. I get all that. But if we ignore these people, if we ignore the Chinese, those people in Hong Kong who are standing up so bravely, despite some of them dying, to the national police force they're standing against. If we can stand by idly and allow that to happen, then what's the point of freedom? Because if we can stand by and allow that to happen, then we are no better than anybody else. And if it comes to pass that that's exactly what happens, then I don't know what my oath was for. President Trump, sir, please reconsider sending aid to them. And if you want volunteers to put boots on the ground, by all means, call me. I will be, with a smile on my face, the first to put boots on the ground in defense of their freedom. Just as I would anyone who seeks freedom. This has been We Are the Militia. Hit that that like button, punch that subscribe button, and by all means, stomp on that notification bell, and please, please, come on back. I got a lot to talk about, I got a lot of things running through my head, and I got a lot of interests, so by all means, hit me up. Looking forward to seeing you. Devil Dog out.